Hello students. Today we'll continue with class 11th political science textbook, political theory, the chapter equality. We have already studied about what is equality and the natural and social inequalities. Today we will know about what are the different dimensions of equality, or what are the different types of equalities: political equality, economic equality, and social equality. You can understand from the pictures here, when we are talking about political equality, we are talking about equality in the Indian democracy, how people are all equal in the eyes of law, how they have the right to vote, etc. When we are talking about economic equality, we are talking about financial equality, we are talking about status in the society. When we talk on social equality, again, we are talking about the secularism, we are talking about the freedom that the people are getting, how the society is accepting them, and how they are equal in every sphere of life. Even our preamble speaks about the same thing, and it gives, it secures justice, liberty, and equality to all its citizens. So let us study them one by one. First is political equality. Of the various kinds of inequality, political inequality is one of the most basic, intrinsically valuable equality. It is a form of equality, at least for those who live in democracies, set a very high standard. All citizens are supposed to be equal in terms of their rights, in terms of consideration given to this interest before the government. So political equality, we refer to the extent to which citizens have an equal voice over governmental decisions. This is expressed in such principles as one person, one vote. ठीक है, हम एक वोट, हर पर्सन के लिए एक वोट इंपॉर्टेंट है. राइट टू वोट जो हम लोगों को देते हैं, दैट इज पॉलिटिकल इक्वालिटी. किसी भी स्थिति में कोई भी हो, कैसा भी हो, उसे वोट देने का अधिकार है, अपनी गवर्नमेंट चुनने का अधिकार है. दैट इज राइट टू वोट. इक्वालिटी बिफोर लॉ, जुडिशियरी किसी भी बीच में डिफरेंशिएट नहीं कर सकता है. जुडिशरी को सबको इक्वल राइट देनी ही पड़ती है. फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच, everybody has a right to speech, everybody has a right to express themselves, everybody has a right to say anything they want regarding the decisions of the government, as long as they are not being critical about it, they are not being abusive about it. Equal consideration of the preferences and needs of all citizens is fostered by equal political activity among citizens. Not only equal voting turnouts across significant categories of citizens, but equality in other forms of activity, like political campaign, contribution, etc. All this is political equality. Next equality that we have is social equality. Social equality refers to social inequality refers to relational processes in society that have the effect of limiting or harming a group's social status, social class, and social circle. So, social equality is something where we have to give equality for all ethnic, for all races, and maybe even give some special preference to those people who are very low in the society, like the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, or the economically poor also. For them also, we need to bring them up to a certain status. So we need to give everybody the same social status. Okay. So that is why there is preventive discrimination against women. Then we have to ensure that they get equal status in the society. Mostly social inequality in the country exists on the basis of religion. It also exists on the basis of race. It exists on the basis of gender. Okay, so all these things have to be kept in mind when it comes to social equality, right? You can read here, it is given in India, a special problem regarding equal opportunities comes not just from lack of facilities, but from some of the customs which may prevail. Women, for instance, may not enjoy equal rights of inheritance in some groups. So this has now been corrected by giving right to inheritance to women as well. So there may be social prohibitions also. Women were not allowed to go into temples. So that also was a social inequality that was meted out on women. Then there are lack of opportunities in some jobs. Women were not given opportunities to participate. Sometimes women are paid less than men in some employments. So these kind of cases, social equality becomes important, and a little preference is given so that these groups who are considered low or who are not given the same kind of treatment get the same kind of treatment. Next star equality is economic equality. Economic equality is when everybody has the same access to wealth. Okay. So economic inequality is also the gap between the rich and the poor. It is the difference in distribution of economic assets, of wealth. The issue of economic inequality involves equity, equality of outcome, equality of opportunity, and life expectancy. So it varies between societies and historical periods, between people. It can refer to cross-sectional descriptions of the income of or wealth at any particular period. So one way of measuring the degree of economic inequality in a society would be to measure the relative difference between the richest and the poorest guy. Now, there can never be economic equality. ऐसा तो हो नहीं सकता कि सारे के सारे लोग economically equal रहे. ऊपर नीचे तो होगा ही, ठीक है, कम ज्यादा तो होगा ही. पर ये absolute equality of wealth is not possible. But what we can ensure is that we can give opportunity to everybody, that you can try and get that kind of wealth. Okay, so with equal opportunities, inequalities may continue to exist between the individuals, but there is a possibility of improving one's position in society with sufficient effort. तो चाहे वो poor है, चाहे वो rich है, चाहे उसके पास अगर उसके पास knowledge है, अगर उसके पास possibility है, तो वो उस opportunity को इस्तेमाल करके अपने economic situation को ठीक कर सकता है. That is what is economic equality, right? So we can estimate who are the ones who are below poverty line or who are below economic standards, and those people can be given an opportunity that they can make use of the resources that they have and come up to a certain level and try and maintain an economic equality or try and upgrade their economic status. Absolute economic equality is a very far-fetched idea, and it is not actually possible. So these are the three dimensions of equality: political, social, and economic. Hope you've understood them. You can go read through the slides and understand it better. Have a good day, and see you all in the next video, where we will be talking more about equality.